Hey, you guys. It is the early hours of Friday, May 20th, and I am here to do another update for you guys with um, everything that's going on. And we talked about New Jersey, we talked about Bishop Cole the other day, but um, things are heating up once again. It seems to be kind of changing on a daily basis. Things are getting more serious, but in a good way, I think. I have a lot of hope with, what's going on and kind of how things are progressing. Today, the second lawsuit that we know of has hit the courts. Lost Art Liquids. They're based out of LA, California. And they went ahead and filed a lawsuit against the FDA in the court, the California court. And they're taking an interesting tactic with this. I admit I haven't read through the other lawsuit, so I'm not quite sure what tactic they took there. I need to look into it. But as far as Lost Art goes, they are basically challenging the FDA's authority and their ability to regulate our industry. They're saying that the FDA has violated the First and Fifth Amendments, and that they've also violated the Regulatory Flexibility Act and the Administrative Procedures Act. So that hit social media today, and Lost Art actually has been totally transparent in posting on their Facebook page the entire lawsuit. So you can actually go to their page, read through it, and see exactly, how their attorneys are handling the situation. Thank you very much. My hubby went and got me batteries. So that's been, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's been looking into that, reading it, commenting, and we'll see how that unfolds. But that is now the second official lawsuit to hit the FDA. And what we also have going on, too, is that, let's see, technically it's Friday, so 2 days ago, Senator Ron Johnson, he's a Republican out of Wisconsin, issued a letter to the FDA Commissioner, Robert Califf, and he is going to battle against the FDA. It's actually pretty badass. He straight up is taking no prisoners and calling them, out and saying, we need details, we need information, why are you passing regulations when you don't even have any science to prove that this, that there are negative risks associated with this, and if science does, prove that e-cigarettes are healthier than traditional tobacco, are you going to overturn your regulations? The writing, again, it's a public letter. It's all over Facebook. I've put it on my written blog, so you can check that out and see the exact language. But I was impressed. I think it's pretty awesome. He is calling them out, man, and it's this is I think the first real politician that has so wholeheartedly and publicly supported us. So I think it's awesome. We are now up to 54 co-sponsors for HR 2058, which is awesome. They're growing every day. Interestingly enough, they're all Republican. So hopefully we'll have a Republican, candidate that's going to support us vapors in this next election, but who knows? I know that, Congress so far has our back on the Republican side anyway. There's been a bunch of articles going around about how, the Democrats in Congress have been taking all of this money from the pharmaceutical companies, and that's why, and padding their pockets, and that's why we're not getting any support on that side of the aisle. But anyway, we'll leave that one alone. If you want to read more about it, you can Google it and find the article. It's not hard to find on Facebook. But anyways, the Republicans have our back. Senator Ron Johnson, he's badass. He's got our back. It's going to be interesting to see how the FDA responds. But he's also, calling attention to the fact that there are a lot of businesses and jobs that are going to be lost through these FDA regs, and has has the FDA taken that into consideration, and do they even care? Probably not really, but whatever. They're, making them respond in official channels, which is good. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a minute. Dimitri has gone and posted about a new organization called SEVIA. SEVIA? Babe? Not sure how. We'll call it SEVIA. Whatever. Anyway, it's the Shenzhen Electronic Vaporizer Industry Association for the USA. Dimitri's the chairman, Phil Basardo's the executive assistant, and it is the nation's only association of Chinese vendors. And under that umbrella, you have Aspire and Inniken and Kanger and Smoke, and they are all coming together to partner with the Right to Be Smoke-Free Coalition. So that's awesome as well. China's got our back. They've got a lot to lose with these regulations as well. And so that's just another area where we're getting support. And obviously these companies are huge. They have a lot of money. And so they're going to be able to contribute, both from just a support standpoint, but also from a financial standpoint, I would assume. So that's pretty awesome. So there's a lot of different angles that are coming together here. There's a lot of players involved. We're getting support from all these different places. There is a West Virginia representative who has been getting a lot of attention and a lot of support because he is very outspoken about the vape industry, and he is doing a lot of lobbying and just very outspoken about supporting us all, which is really cool. I haven't looked too much into, his stuff. I've gone to his page and sort of looked through it, but I need to do that in more detail, especially because he's West Virginia's 5 minutes from us, if that. So, it would be pretty easy to go and meet with him and see what he has to say and what's going on. Make sure that you guys are contacting your state representatives. There's a list on my blog that shows all of the co-sponsors for HR 2058. If your state representative is not on that list, there is a link so that you can go and contact, the people for your state. But I know that a lot of people are going and meeting with their congressmen and, really just educating them and talking to them about how important this is and what this really means. And even from an economic standpoint, the vape industry is huge. There's, thousands and thousands of jobs. It's been, a huge economic boost. There are a lot of things just beyond the whole, health aspect, where, it could be attractive to Congress and to the government as a whole if, we word ourselves properly and kind of take the right tactics. So definitely go into CASA and, talk to the people. There's also a list of chapters, state and local chapters that I have on my blog as well. So go on there, see who's heading your local state chapter, and get in touch with them too, because one thing that CASA has asked is that if you are going to go and talk to the media or talk to politicians and kind of go public with this, you want to make sure that you are presenting the industry and our arguments in the right light, and so they can kind of help you and coach you and educate you on what topics to approach and how to go about it, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. And it's crazy because you go on Facebook anymore and everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got an opinion about, what different things mean, what's good, what's not. Obviously, we're all looking to CASA to kind of lead us in telling us, how to proceed and what it all boils down to. But, everybody's got an opinion, and it's not always... I try really hard to kind of skirt around things. I don't want to get into any arguments with anybody. I don't want to get into a pissing match or make anybody feel stupid or be condescending or anything like that. I am just the type of person that tries to see both sides. And so I'm really careful in what I say and how I say it. But personally, I have a lot of hope. I'm feeling really good about what I'm seeing happening on a daily basis. I mean, you've got all these different people that are coming together. And, somebody earlier tonight was saying about how the whole Lost Art lawsuit is actually a detriment to our fight just because we need to be taking a unified front rather than kind of everybody having their own separate arguments that could deter from, the actual goal that we have. And I get that. I totally get that. I think it's just so early. People are scared. People are freaking out. We've talked to shops who are telling us that they are losing lines left and right. E-liquid companies are shutting down. They're looking to get into something else. They don't have it in them to chance it and risk it and fight. I can tell you that, all of us at Bumblebee Vapor, we're going to fight until our dying breath, man. We're not backing down. We are doing everything we can, for advocacy to be involved. We're part of the, founding members of the Virginia chapter for SEVIA. We are, doing everything we can to support CASA. We're part of the Virginia Smoke Free Association. And, I'm forever lending my support to, any and every association and all vendors. We're all in it together. And we're gonna fight this. Obviously it's scary. It's our bread and butter. Our whole lives are wrapped up in a Bumblebee. And, if it were to go away, quite frankly, I don't know what we would do. And I don't really want to think about that. I would rather, put everything we have into fighting. And the fact that there are so many, companies and high level people that can help us make a difference. I mean, they're all rallying around us. I think we would be doing ourselves and each other a great disservice by bowing out. That being said, I'm not judging anybody who, decides that this isn't, working for them anymore. Everybody's situation is different. I'm just saying us at Bumblebee, we're staying the course. And I hope that you guys will stay the course with us. I hope that you're, making phone calls, signing petitions, educating people. One of the things that CASA has asked everyone, some shops and vendors apparently are going around telling customers that they are FDA approved. If you hear that, don't spread it, let it go. Nobody is FDA approved right now because nobody's gone through the process because the process isn't available or created for anyone to go through yet. So I guess it depends on how you want to look at it and how detailed you want to get with it. Somebody made the argument that, well, if you're a shop and you're not making liquid in-house, then you're exempt from the FDA regs, so therefore you're FDA approved. Dude, I don't know. I'm not going to, sit and argue semantics with people. CASA has just said, if you hear that, if you see it posted anywhere, don't spread it. Don't perpetuate all of that. Just let it go. The UK, they've got things going on over there too. 8-Bit, which is a company in the UK, just shut down. They've been making customized e-liquid for customers. And now because of there's a tobacco products directive that went into effect this week in the UK. They have from May 20th, so today, through November 20th of this year to submit applications for each flavor and meet new standards. The standards are pretty detailed. They specify, what kind of packaging you can have. Everything has to be plastic. I think the maximum size is like 10 milliliters for bottles. So there's some crazy stuff going on over there too. 8-Bit decided, you know what, we're stopping customization immediately and we're going to phase ourselves out and basically shut down. So they're kind of the first casualty in the UK due to these, new regulations over there. So we're kind of being attacked from all sides. It's happening everywhere. But, definitely you guys do what you can to educate and support and fight. We're going to fight this. I feel like we stand a better chance than we originally thought. Things are happening more favorably than I know I had initially expected. So we're going to hang in there. I will definitely keep you guys posted as things continue to progress. Make sure you're checking out the written blog. I tend to write entries, at all sorts of insane hours. But I am doing posts there pretty frequently as well. So make sure that you subscribe both to this YouTube channel and to the written blog. And I will keep you guys posted as fast as I can. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you guys are all doing awesome, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.